So, Sam, 5-0 win away at Corinthian Casuals.
Yep.
Tell me about it.
First half, obviously a little bit sticky. I think just when you've got two different styles there, just obviously working them out. Once we got our tails up a little bit, you could show the quality for me. Obviously a little bit above them. Obviously got the 2 goals. Still think there was some adjustments to be made. I just felt there was plenty of goals still in this game. I think the boys believed that. They probably took over the team talk in some way, as they knew there was a little bit of disappointment in there. Slight adjustment in terms of raising that little tempo. Yes, overall 5 goals, but again, as we come off the pitch there, we just sort of got together and said, look, I think the standards have been raised a little bit, that probably should have been knocking in sort of 6, 7, and that's no disrespect to Casuals, it's actually just more on us actually, and the levels that we've got up to now. So again, I just feel like we can step it up another gear. It's nice to know that there is another gear there, but it's 5 goals and it's good for the goal difference if we look back from bank holiday. So yes, nice result and sees us 4th in the table, I believe.
Yes. You say we've got 5 goals. You must have been pleased. 5 different goal scorers. Always nice to spread the goals around a bit.
Yeah, we've seen that in a few games actually, where we've had sort of 3 or plus goals. It's been all round the pitch, which is quite nice. I think you'll see Simo's probably up there as one of the top goal scorers right now. So he keeps telling me he's getting sick and tired of scoring, but hopefully he does keep going. And obviously the lads are now sort of challenging themselves, obviously, to get to the top of the table of goal scorers. But yeah, always nice if we can pitch in all round.
I think, looking for me, as we said last week, you've got a really nice squad there. You've got a good balance, you've got a lot of experience in there. When you look at the back line, you've got sort of Simo, Bert, Tance, even Izzy's not a youngster. But then you've got some young kids in there as well, like your Charlies, your AJs. Obviously, Matty Hill came on today, which was good to see.
Yeah.
You must be really delighted with how that sort of side of things is going.
Yeah, I think it was something that we were looking at, obviously, last year, even when I was talking to Darren, is making sure going into the next season we kept the core of the experience to allow sort of youngsters to come in. I'm not saying that you can't win things with youngsters, but how can they gain any experience if they've all just played the game for 5 minutes? So it was quite nice. Yeah, it's a nice balance, and again, having a changing room that you can rely on to sort of get those youngsters up and running is always good. But yeah, they're all pitching in, and you mentioned Matty Hill. Obviously he's been great for us. We obviously had a little plan for him to go out and get games for Forest Row, which has been superb, and obviously rewarded today with a few minutes with the lads.
Cool. We move on to next week. It's going to be a really tough game. Badshot in the FA Trophy.
Yeah.
They're flying at the minute. Had a really good 3-1 away win in Guernsey today.
Yeah.
Be a good test for the boys, just to see how we've progressed.
Yeah, ultimately every week is a test. I think we've got to look back from years before. It's each game for us is a new sort of milestone. Like you said, it's obviously the best start that we've had for a while, which is good, and it's a testament to the lads. Probably not more so about what we're doing on the side, it's about the boys that are out on that pitch ultimately. And yeah, Badshot will be another test, but each week I go into it knowing that we can go up against anyone at this point, and there's a reason we're 4th, and we now need to look at the places above that and see if we can get into another round of the FA Trophy.
Today, just going back on it, there was one notable absentee, Danny Devine. Is he injured, unavailable?
He's out golfing, would you believe? But again, you know what? Yes, Danny's not here, but I can only talk about the 16, 17 that were here, and we got the job done. And I think again, it just shows you the squad, as you mentioned. No Conan, no Dale Coleman Rooney, no Danny today as well. And obviously, there's people there that are still itching to get back in. We still got a couple of youngsters that need to obviously get minutes. So it's good that we've got that squad, and Danny's now obviously got to work to get back in the team. But I think he knows that, and he's been around long enough.
You mentioned Conan.
Yeah.
You must have been delighted that Gabriel's come in, got his first goal for the club, then followed it up with another one today. Brings a different dynamic to us. He holds the ball up really well.
Yeah.
His link-up play is excellent. Maybe not the sharpest over a 10-yard spell, but you must be pleased with how he's come on this year.
Yeah, I think ultimately we knew he already had that. That's the reason we brought him in, obviously, last year. I think it was the fact that the shock, I suppose, in a sense, is what Conan, the youngster, came in and then obviously just was Conan. He ended up being the top goal scorer for us last year, and unfortunately, he's made a mistake. He knows that, and it's allowed Gabs obviously to come in, and yeah, he's shown us what he can do. I think he's got his rhythm now. He's getting obviously a few more minutes. We saw it actually in the first game against Met Police what he could do. It was probably one of his better games, and I say yeah, he's been rewarded with the 2 goals in a matter of 2 weeks, and yeah, the boys are obviously enjoying the way he plays.
Onwards and upwards, mate.
Yeah, always.